Shalom, everyone. I wanted to share this with you because I thought I didn't emphasize this enough. You see, you know, mankind, those to the fallen state of man, the default setting for people is self-centeredness, and you see this in children. You see, and that's why you know children most of the time blame themselves when people mistreat them or abuse them. Even adults have this, and often, most people they grow up in life. I mean, they become older and they keep holding on to this myth of causality. Now, let me explain this. There are cause and effects going on in reality. When you throw something in a water, then yes, the water thing it will splash into the water. There will be an effect, a consequence. Okay. For uh, for, for example, 2 plus 2 equals 4. Okay, that's just reality. Okay, but often we perceive reality only in a cause and effect glass. Let me tell you this. How we often view reality and our circumstances is through a cause and effect narrative. And you see, here's where many people get stuck. Because a cause and effect narrative suggests that you are the sole independent cause of whatever happens to you and around you. And this is simply not true. Okay? And guys, this is also how witchcraft works. You see, for example, you have a woman that wants to um, get a few more friends. So she does a ceremony. She kills an animal, so that even drinks the blood of the dove or of the cat or whatever animal she sacrifices. She does her payment, and the unclean spirits begin to work for her. And indeed, she will get some people that become attached to her. You see, there's a cause. She did something and there's an effect. So she feels empowered as if she is the cause of what happened. She feels in control. But the reality is, she's not in control. Those unclean spirits may have brought certain people close to her, but she's now in bondage to those people, and those people are exploiting her. That's what I try to say to you here. The cause and effect paradigm will lead you away from the Bible. It will lead you away from the Most High, away from trusting Jesus, and it will lead you into witchcraft and into bondage and into addictions. You see? Now listen, cause and effects do exist, okay? Don't get me wrong, but you cannot view life through a cause and effects narrative. You just can't, okay? That's why, you know, when you look at, for example, the Syro-Phoenician woman, I've talked about her a bit in some of my videos. She came to Jesus with a request to heal her demon-possessed daughter, demon-possessed child. Jesus walked away. Now, she could have thought, okay, Jesus walking away, I did this. I didn't address him correctly. I didn't show enough respect, so it's my fault. No. What did she do? She kept going after Jesus. Even when it seemed as if Jesus did not want to help her, she held Jesus accountable as Lord. You see? Listen, even the disciples began to complain about her, began to dislike her. But she didn't care. You see? And that's what I want you to think about now. How often haven't you allowed yourself to be led by a cause and effect myth? It's basically a myth, okay? In order to avoid uncomfortable circumstances, or at least circumstances we perceive as uncomfortable, we tend to back off when we see an uncomfortable consequence coming, and we tend to go to ourselves and evaluate ourselves to see what we did to make this happen. But listen, that Syro-Phoenician woman, she had faith, and Jesus was developing her faith. It was the disciples now that had lack of faith. So because of their lack of faith, they began to murmur and complain about her. Now, did she cause those disciples to murmur and complain? No, that's their unbelief. But from her perspective, it would have been very easy for her to see as if it was her. You see? Now this way, listen. When when God delays the answer of your prayer, when God delays the manifestation of your declarations, it's not because of you. Okay? It has nothing to do with you. Well, let me say it better. Let me say it better. Let me explain this better. When God delays the answer of your prayer, when God delays the manifestation of your declarations and your decrees, it's because He is working on you. You see? Listen, many people, when they pray, they think I have to use this formula, I have to repeat this formula, and then this will happen. And if it doesn't happen, it's my fault. That's paganism. That's basically the that's basically the design, the origin of witchcraft. You see? That's why, listen, the Lord wants you to pray and to keep making decrees and to keep moving on. And unexpectedly, when you least expect it, the answer of your prayer is there. Often the Lord will give you something else meanwhile before the manifestation of your decrees come to pass. You see, listen, just because something does not happen the way you expected it or the when you wanted it does not mean that your decree uh, is powerless. It doesn't mean that you failed. Okay, look, it is more important that your faith is developed and you are more conformed into the image of Christ. Because when you're conformed into the image of Christ, when your mind is in harmony with the gospel, then listen, miracles follow you automatically. You don't need to go after miracles. Miracles will go after you. You won't have to go after happiness. You are a source of happiness on the earth. And all, let me say, opportunities will follow you. You won't have to go after opportunities. You see? You don't have to, now listen, you are active. Don't get me wrong. You are active. You do apply for jobs. You do connect. You do converse with other people. You are active, but you're not active from a mindset of darkness that you have to do this or else something bad is going to happen. No, you are active out of love. You are active out of confidence that you are blessed and then things will work out. You see, and that's the place where you need to be, where you operate out of love and operate out of confidence in the Lord. Because most people, including many believers, they don't operate from that mindset. They operate from the mindset, if I don't do something, nothing will happen, or I have to do something, or let me say, they are into a cause and effect myth. That's how they operate. And when you operate from a cause and effect myth, you'll always get depressed, you always feel stuck, and you always become enraged. That's why I'm telling you, miracles will follow you, solutions will follow you. Yes, you are operating in faith, you are active in faith. You're not active out of fear, out of self preservation. Well, that's what I wanted to share with you guys. And may the grace of Christ Jesus be with you. Shalom.